All right, so starting with UJ, I do believe I'm gonna end up trading this coming week because I like some moves. I like some things that I'm seeing. So bare naked chart. What we have on the weekly to me is looking like if you ask me what's happening, right, meow. Right, meow. Um, we have this bearish leg, a little pullback, and then we have these two candles that legitimately, do break this level, right? But at the same time, this weekly candle makes me think that the weekly candle that's coming is going to have more bearish momentum, right? So what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be waiting for a bearish candle to close. Wait for bearish candle close. So yeah, this is my plan for UJ for this coming week. And if for some reason I change my directional bias, then that just means I am perpetually confused. Because, on the monthly at the same time, it's like, oh, actually, no, because I'm not going to make that mistake. We are in this level in the monthly where it's like, okay, there's a lot of liquidity here. There's a good chance that price could continue to go bullish from here. So there's a chance that price might not break this daily level again. It could happen. But at the same time, if I take into the account what the weekly is telling me, then it might be something like this. We might get a bearish candle, maybe even come retest the support and then continue push. I don't know, but we can only really take it week by week, day by day. But it's funny because at the same time, the current daily flow is bullish, right? So we had this last little resistance level here. We had a break with these candles and then higher lows created, right? So completely in the bullish flow on the daily time frame, but on the weekly time frame, it's looking more bearish. So, UJ might not be one of the pairs I trade this week just because I don't feel like enough time frames are in sync right now. Looks like at the same time, the weekly looks bullish. Because if I consider this a lower high, which I do, boom, boom, these are two bullish candles that broke this last lower high, meaning that the weekly is technically now in flow. So it looks like something like this. Lower high created, boom. Two bullish candles. Well, you know what? Let me not use this squiggly one. Let me use, oh, I tell a lie. Okay, so won't, bop is what we're seeing, right? So there's a chance that it can continue bearish, but what's more than likely about to happen is we're going to have a pullback, form a higher low, and then continue bullish. But right now, the stage that we're in looks like it's here. All right. Next pair. So UCAD looks nice and clean and clear on the weekly, right? Like we're going to continue bearish. It doesn't look like there's any question about that. Now on the monthly time frame, I'm not going to worry about the monthly time frame because we have 17 days until, that's relevant. I will acknowledge that at the same time, we are at a pretty spicy level. We're at a good support level for the monthly, yeah. But at the same time, if I think about it, we're always in the support or resistance level of somewhere. So that's why I sometimes don't even like to say, oh yeah, the support level's here. Let me blindly take a buy or a sell. Because it's like price is going to do what it do when it wants to do. So you have to read price first. Make that a priority over, oh, you're in a zone, right? Because even though I'm here and I have this drawn out, price could easily pop up to this level before continuing bearish, right? But what's going to tell me that that happened is a break of support somewhere. I mean, yeah, a break of support, right? So right now, this is price. Supports formed, right? And look here, this is the last. Okay, so yeah, technically this did break a resistance level, right? So this was acting as resistance, and we have two bullish candles that confirmed, okay, now we're more bullish than bearish. So ideally now what you would want to see is a break of support on the daily time frame. But I think that just waiting for a bearish. Yeah, because even though I have a bearish bias, let me put on the weekly. Bearish bias on the weekly, but the daily is currently bullish, so you would have to actually wait. I don't want to be disobedient to the Lord. And the Lord our God right now is price action. Good, because price is always right. Have to be obedient. It doesn't make sense sometimes. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight these two bullish candles that cause us to be broken. I don't like this analysis because I want to keep selling, but I see what I have to see in order to change my bias. Ooh, gag. Wait for bearish candle to close on daily before selling. Ideally, wait for support on daily to break before selling. The lack of clarity, because it's funny because this actually does align with the monthly, as do I feel like buying in the case of UJ, because we're fucking bro. Let me not fuck myself. Let me not do that. Like, this is true. I do believe that we're at this high point right now, but I feel like within this week, we could create a support level that would cause us to continue bullish. You know what I mean? So yeah, literally, like it's right here. I drew it out. This is what we're gonna be waiting for, is that support level right here to be formed before continuing bullish. Okay. Yeah, that's bullish. It's not. I don't believe it's bearish. Because even on the weekly, it says it. Let me not be ignorant. Let me not have perception bias or confirmation bias. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? I said hard bulls. Oh, I remember why I said hard bulls, right? Because on the weekly time frame, she looks so nice, right? We have these higher lows coming up and down, higher lows being created. The last weekly ended closing as a support level. Nice, bullish, not very strong, but it's still a support that has been created. It kind of looks like this one over here. So now I'm thinking, oh, 100% we're going to go bullish, right? And that could be true, but taking away everything right now, okay, the weekly is definitely bullish. However, let me try to find, first of all, some type of. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for supply and demand levels. Since we're bullish, I'm looking for levels of demand. So stuff like this. I don't see anything else really on the weekly time frame. We are still bearish on the daily time frame because, all right, the last support level that was created when price was still bullish was this right here. We broke it with these candles. So now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for lower highs to be maintained. These lower highs have still been maintained because in order for this to be broken bullish and for me to be happily and confidently taking buys, I need to see two bullish daily candles break above this resistance, and I have not seen that. All I have seen is it being respected continually, so I have to be real with myself and say that's exactly what's happening. Technically, the way I do my analysis, we are still bearish. So I'm not going to, maybe Sunday, Monday would be a good time to sell, but I'm not gonna trade until Tuesday. I'm gonna say wait for, and I understand that, the way I trade right now is like I'm waiting for whole entire daily candle closes before I even trade the next day, only because that's what I found the most success in. At the same time, you can be looking for a pullback, so 61.8% level, then you're taking the trade in the middle of that, let's say bearish daily candle close. So like I kind of want to make a second strategy for that, but at the same time, I don't want to like mess up a good thing, if it's already working for me. So wait for bearish. And who knows? The market can always shift, and then I will have to, change strategies if the dynamics of it shifted pretty different, which is expected, because the only thing constant in the universe is change. Anyways, so that sucks because like I see GU as more bullish than anything. Higher low created, higher low. Now this is the last higher low that we had. So the only thing that I did note was that we had a lot of consolidation. Like the daily time frame has kind of, so it's looking like it looks like price is slowing down. Definitely. It looks like there could be potential lower highs start to form here. But if these start to break, then it could continue to go bullish. But okay, so this is an objective observation, but at the same time, there's higher lows. So it's like, well, what? I don't know. This is not entirely clear to me. Like I can go on the monthly time frame, but if I go on the monthly time frame now, I'm wanting to sell because I see this in the past. But then I have to remember and remind myself that has not happened yet. The weekly looks like it makes it look like the weekly, like it looks bullish. G looks like it could pop bullish still. You know what I mean? Like, and then gold also looks like it can go bullish based on the weekly. See what it's doing on the daily time frame. More than likely, it's going to continue bullish from here. I think so. And yeah, no, yeah, I think My strategy works with gold too. I just haven't traded gold in a long time, since maybe like before December. But let me make sure I'm seeing this right. And this is where my hesitation is, because on the daily time frame, okay. Well, let me go ahead and delete everything. So monthly, we're bullish. Weekly, we're very bullish. Daily, let's see. Support was created. Bearish. Bullish means tested. Bearish. Bullish means tested. This means technically we're overall still bullish, meaning I should only be taking buys. That's what that means. That's the conclusion I'm going to stick with. Yeah. I know this is what has to happen. I'm going to lose some of these trades, probably half of them, probably a little bit more than half of them, because I'm realizing that there's a correlation that's off. But I think that waiting for Sunday and Monday's candles to develop, on Tuesday I'm gonna have a better chance or more insight as to what's going on. So I'm probably gonna make another video come that time. But wait for and yeah, it's just GJ just looks bullish. So I'm just gonna wait for a bullish candle on the daily time frame to go ahead and form before buying. And here the dollar, it looks like the way this previous bearish candle closed, the way the previous weekly candle closed, how it closed as a doji, it looks like we could continue bearish. However, it did close bullish. I will say that it did close bullish. So there's a little bit of tension here, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of indecision. It's exactly what this is. So let's see the trades that GJ. I'm not confused about. I don't like you either. I'm not a fan of you because on the weekly you don't align with what's happening on the daily, and I want to buy and sell. Same with you. I want to buy. Okay, so I like you more because at least with EU I'm conflicted. On GU. It just looks like straight buys because on the daily it's very bullish, on the weekly it's very bullish. So GJ, GU, that's looking clear so far. Even this before EU. Yeah, so I think gold, GU, and GJ is gonna be my focus. I'm feeling bulls for all of them. All right, so happy trading. Let's see what happens. That was a long video, my bad, bro.